Good morning, Divine Family. Today we are reading the Murli English Murli, dated 1st of March 1986. Let me share the Murli before I continue. Yeah. Uh, I hope the Murli is visible now on the
Yes,
screen.
Bhai, it is visible.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Vijay Bhai. So this is 1st March 1986. Beautiful Avyakt Murli. Yesterday I just went through the Murli over a glance, and this Murli is exactly Murli which the similar concepts are there, which Arif Bhai had done Murli Manthan on the last Sunday about how to see the specialities in others, how to have that great spatial intellect, attitude, vision, and the how to have those benevolent words from the mouth. So this Murli is titled A Holy Swan, Intellect, Attitude, Vision, and Mouth. From the intellect, what Baba means is the power to visualize these specialties, power to discern, and from attitude, Baba means the feelings, the emotions, the kind of hormones which we create. And third is the vision. What we see is becomes our world. What we want to see becomes our world. And mouth, what we speak words. Said words create the world. What we speak becomes our world. So watch out for the words because they create finally the world. So about 1st March 1986, Murli, English Murli, a holy swan, intellect, attitude, vision, and mouth. This is a long Murli, and Baba has given detailed description of the specialities of a holy swan. And Babdada is looking the divine souls, Brahmin souls, and also every soul in this universe as a swan, as a holy swan, as a gathering of spiritual holy swans. So let's be seated in the seat of soul consciousness, the awareness that I am a divine soul, divine creation of Supreme Soul, and I am a holy swan. And along with me, my near and dear ones, my entire divine family, the gathering of holy swan. And in this consciousness, let's begin to listen to this Murli. Today, Bab Dada is seeing the gathering of all the holy swans. This is not an ordinary gathering, but a gathering of spiritual holy swans. Bab Dada is looking at each holy swan to see to what extent each one of you has become a holy swan. Do you know very well the specialities of a swan? Now, Bab is describing about the specialties of a swan. So we'll listen very carefully and make some points from these. First of all, a swan intellect means one who always has elevated and pure thoughts for every soul. Underline the word elevated and pure thoughts for every soul. A holy swan means one who is able to discern very clearly the difference between a stone and a jewel and then imbibes that, means imbibes, takes the jewel. So, a holy swan means one who is able to discern very, this is the second quality, ability to discern between the difference between a stone and a jewel and then imbibing always the jewel. Firstly, to discern the intention. So now what all can be discerned? Bhabdada further describes. Firstly, to discern the intention of each soul and to adjust accordingly. A holy swan never adopts an impure or ordinary attitude towards any soul, including that soul itself. A holy swan will never adopt an impure or very ordinary or a trivial attitude towards any soul, including that soul himself, herself. So you must always have pure intentions and pure feelings. Now Baba is in the language of a direction for the all the holy swans that, oh my dear children, you must always have pure intentions and pure feelings. When you know their intentions, you will never be influenced by anyone's ordinary or wasteful nature. You refer to pure intentions and pure feelings as nature. If it is wasteful, it has to be changed. So there's once we discern about the difference between the pure intentions and pure feelings and ordinary intentions, ordinary feelings, then if it is a wasteful, ordinary is a wasteful, so it has to be changed. That's action which we need to do. Bab Dada is seeing to what extent you have become once with such swan intellect, and similarly, to what extent you have a swan attitude. Now Bab Dada is coming to the attitude, the second very important element of a holy swan. After the intellect, the attitude plays a role, big role. So, Bhabdada says that similarly, to what extent you have a swan attitude, which means constantly to have an elevated and benevolent attitude towards each soul, whilst having and seeing, this is important, whilst having and seeing non-benevolent things of each soul, being able to transform that non-benevolence. This is very important until we can underline. It's easy to see elevated and benevolent attitude towards the elevated and benevolent souls. But whereas, whilst when we see, when we have or see non-benevolent things in each soul, then do I have, do I, the Holy Swan, have the power to be able to transform that non-benevolence into benevolence? A benevolent attitude is known as having a holy swan attitude. With your attitude of benevolence, you can also transform others. This is the power. This is the power to transform others' attitude, however whatever non-benevolent it may be, into the elevated or pure attitude. To be able to transform the non-benevolent attitudes of others with your attitude of benevolence, this is power, is the duty of a holy swan. In the same way, when it comes to your vision, now Baba is coming to the third element of holy swan. After intellect, attitude, and now it is the third one, vision. When it comes to your vision, always have a vision of pure and elevated love for every soul, similar to the Father. No matter what the other person is like, always adopt a vision of spiritual, soul conscious love for everyone. This is called a holy span vision. In the same way, in terms of words, you have already been told that bad words are a different matter. That has changed for Brahmins. But there's a but. That means there is some more scope for improvement. But even to speak wasteful words is not called having a holy swan mouth. Baba says that Brahmin souls normally do not speak any bad words. However, even if they speak wasteful words or ordinary words, it is not called having a holy swan mouth. Even your mouth, Baba says, even your mouth should be a holy swan mouth. Someone from whose mouth wasteful words never emerge is called one who has the stage of a swan mouth. So these are the four stages Baba brought out. Holy swan intellect stage, holy swan attitude stage, holy swan vision stage, and holy swan mouth stage. So a holy swan intellect, attitude, vision, and mouth, when these become pure, that is elevated, and the energy level is high, that means it's elevated, the practical impact of a holy swan stage is visible. That creates these four pillars, they create practically a holy swan stage. So, each one of you, Prabhupada says, you should check yourself to what extent do you constantly walk and move along as a holy swan, because there isn't a lot of time now for self-progress. Time is limited. Time is a very precious resource which is very, very limited now. Baba says, for self-progress, the time should be invested. Therefore, check and change yourself. Next, Baba brings out the transformation of this time, which is precious time, very limited time, will enable you to claim a right to the golden world, which is transformed for a long time. Babdada gave you this signal earlier too. Do you all pay doubly underlined attention to the self? Now Baba is bringing out the significance of investing time in the self progress. Do you all pay doubly underlined attention to the self? The reward of the elevated attainment you receive by paying attention for a short time now, the power of now, is equivalent to what you would receive by paying attention over a long period. This is why this short time is very elevated and very beautiful. It doesn't even require effort. Effort is not required. Struggle is not required, Baba says. Can be done with sheer love. So the Father said something and you imbibed it. And by imbibing it, it automatically becomes practical. Tattvam, soham. These are the concepts that are bringing out in these lines, that it doesn't even require effort. The Father said something and you imbibed it, and by imbibing it, it automatically becomes yours. That is practical. The duty of a holy swan is to imbibe. So, this is a gathering of such holy swans, is it not? So now Baba is asking, after describing all this, what is the stage of the children? You have become, now Baba is himself praising the stage of children. You have become knowledgeful. You now understand very clearly what is wasteful and what is ordinary. After understanding something, you automatically put it into practice. In any case, in ordinary language, you say, I have now understood this, uh, following some concepts, and you then cannot stay without doing it. So, first of all, check what is ordinary and what is wasteful, because Baba says ordinary and wasteful, they are, no, they are delimiting the self progress. They are, they are basically passing the time. So you don't sometimes think that what is wasteful or ordinary is elevated, do you? So this is the power to discern, to find out. This is why the first and foremost thing is the holy swan intellect. With this, you automatically develop the power to discern. Time and thoughts are wasted when you don't recognize whether something is right or wrong. You consider wasteful and wrong things you do to be right. And this is how more time is wasted. It is wasteful, but you think that you are powerful and that your thinking is right, that whatever you say is right, because you don't have the power to discern in this, the power of the mind, the power of time, and the power of words are all lost. So, how significant is the power of the intellect, the power to discern? Because on this power depends the viability of the power of the mind, time, and words. The burden of taking help from other people also then increases. The reason? Because you have not become one with the holy swan intellect. So, Bab is once again giving all the holy swans this signal: do not see wrong as wrong. Do not think this one is wrong anyway, but think about how you can put right what is wrong with the correct perspective, with the correct attitude. How can we put right what is wrong? This is known as having benevolent feeling. With your elevated feelings, that is benevolent feelings and pure wishes, you will gain back victory in transforming your wasteful nature and the wasteful nature of others as well. Do you understand? First of all, become victorious over yourself. First of all, your own elevated feelings and your own wasteful nature and the wasteful nature, your own wasteful nature of having wasteful and ordinary thoughts. First, that needs to be transformed. So Baba says, first of all, become victorious over yourself, then victorious over others will be easy, and you will then be victorious over nature as well. So victory over self brings about victory over others as well as victory over the nature. The victory of these three, self, others, that is the world, and the nature, will make you into a big bead of the rosary of victory, Vajanti Mala. Papa describes this later. The atmosphere, the vibrations, and the physical matter are all included in nature. When Abdada speaks about this word nature, he assumes that the three things are in this the nature. One is the Vayumandal, atmosphere, the vritti, that is the vibrations, and the sthul tattva, that is physical matter, are all included in this word nature. So, are you victorious over all three? This is the checking which we need to do. Bhagavad is asking us to check. Where's our stage? Are we victorious over all three? Self, others, as well as nature. And in the nature, there are three things: atmosphere, the vibrations, and the physical matter. So, on this basis, you will be able to see what your number will be in the rosary of victory. This is why it is called the rosary of victory, Vijayanti Mala. The Lord Krishna's praise also, Gale mein Vaijanti Mala, Bajave Murli Madhurala. That praise, the words of praises are there in that arati which is given for the Lord Krishna. So are all you victorious? Acha. Today it is the turn now Baba is addressing the groups which are there for the Milan, Avek Milan. Today it is the turn of those from Australia. And those from Australia also receive a chance from those of you from Madhuban to become golden chancellors because you have the specialty of giving everyone a chance by putting everyone in front of you. How to become a golden chancellor? The soul who has the specialty of giving everyone a chance by putting everyone in front of them. To place others in front of you and to give them a chance means to become a chancellor. Those who make the most of a chance and those who give a chance, both are called chancellors. Very important line. Those who make the most of a chance and those who give the chance to others, both are the golden chancellors. Bab Dada always sees and speaks about the speciality of every child. Underline. This is the trait, one trait which can make the souls come into the Vajanti Mala. Always seeing and speaking about the speciality of everyone around us. In Australia, the Pandavas especially have received a chance to do service. It is the Pandavas who look after the majority of centers. The Shaktis have given the Pandavas a chance. Those who place others at the front always remain at the front themselves. Underline this. It's a very beautiful art of management. Place others at the front, and the one who places others at the front always are there, remembered. They remain at the front themselves, they're remembered as a yadgar. This is also the generosity of the Shaktis. However, you Pandavas are moving forward in service by constantly considering yourselves to be instruments. Are you not? In doing service, the feeling of being an instrument is the basis of success in service. Another line which can be underlined with attention is the basis of success in service is feeling of being an instrument server. Bab Dada says three words which were the words spoken by the corporeal Baba at the end. Three words are incorporeal, viceless, and egoless. Nirakari, Nirvikari, Nirahankari. These three words they are the words of wisdom which were spoken. And now Baba is describing Baba by being an instrument, you automatically develop these three specialities, these three personality attributes. Soul automatically develop by being an instrument server. If there isn't the feeling of being an instrument, you cannot experience any of these three specialties. The feeling of being an instrument easily finishes all types of I and mind consciousness. There is nothing of I or mind consciousness when I am an instrument. There's nothing I or mind for an instrument. An upheaval in one stage is due to this one weakness of I or mindness, that I am doing the service, I am so and so doing so and so. Mine, it's mine, not other. I will not share with others or something. This kind of limited, Baba says, limited awareness, this is nothing but upheaval. It creates upheaval in one state. So you have to make effort in doing service and also for your flying stage. To be an instrument means always to remember the one who has made you an instrument. So how to have this experience or the feelings that I'm instrument? By remembering the one who has made you an instrument. So you are constantly moving forward in expanding service by using this speciality, are you not? To have growth in service is a sign of success. You have now become very experienced in having an unshakable and immovable stage. Do you understand? Australia means those who have something extra that others don't have. Australia doesn't have a variety, Gujaratis, etc. You have done a lot of the work of charity begins at home. This is to be underlined with attention that Australia has this specialty and we can imbibe that as well. Charity begins at home. You have awakened your equals, Kumars and Kumaris are being benefited very well. In this life, each of you has to take an elevated decision for your own life. If you have made your own life elevated, you become elevated for all time. And I would add, and for everyone. You have been saved from climbing the wrong ladder. Bab Dada is pleased that each light is lighting another and that many lamps have been lit and so a rosary of lights is being prepared. Diwali was just, this is a Diwali week, so Baba is describing the speciality of Deepavali while addressing the Australian gathering. So a rosary of lights is being prepared. You have good zeal and enthusiasm. By keeping yourself busy doing service, there is good progress. Firstly, you were told about the feeling of being an instrument. Secondly, for those who are instruments in service, there is a special slogan for their self-progress. And for progress in service, it is also a means of safety for them. And what is that slogan? The special slogan Bapdada describes is whatever we instrument soul do, others who see us will follow. जैसा कर्म मैं निमित्त हम निमित्त आत्माएं करेंगे और वैसा ही अन्य सोल अन्य आत्माएं हमारा अनुसरण करेंगे in Hindi. So this is because to be an instrument in service means to come on to a stage. Just as a performer pays so much attention when he goes on stage, an actor or a performer pays so much attention when he goes onto the stage, and with so much preparation he goes to the stage. So to be an instrument for service means to perform a part on the stage, to prepare, to, to be attentive, to perform a special part on the stage. Everyone's vision is on the stage. When someone is a hero actor, everyone's vision is on that one a lot more. Therefore, this slogan is a means of safety. By doing this, you will naturally experience the flying stage. Whether you stay in a center or stay anywhere else and do service, you are all servers. Some live at home and take the chance of doing service, and that too is being on the stage of service. So it doesn't matter where you are in this universe, you can be an instrument server. Do not waste your time, but just spend your time serving. A great deal is accumulated in the account of service. Those who do service with honest hearts, underline these words, honest hearts, selfless hearts, accumulate a lot in their accounts. Bab Dada has each child's account of service from the beginning to the end. It continues to accumulate automatically. Each and every account does not have to be kept individually. Those who keep accounts have many files. Now Baba is bringing another concept of accounts with many files. The father doesn't have any physical files. Each one's registered from the beginning to the end emerges in a second. There is automatic accumulation. The system is so auto pilot mode that automatic accumulation. Don't ever think no one can see me, no one can understand me. Huh? Bab Dada has the account of what each one is and what he does and in what stage he does it. This is what Bab Dada unique CCTV sees, what each one is, what he does, and what stage he does it. Everything is accumulated, recorded. He doesn't have a file, but it is final. The Shaktis in Australia have shown very good courage in belonging to the Father, recognizing Him and fulfilling the responsibility of love for the Father. Mistakes of fluctuation occur due to the place, the land, or are all due to the sanskars of your past life. The sanskars of the past life, the 63 births, also play a role. They tend to create an upheaval or the fluctuation. So you go beyond this and move forward. What is the solution? Solution Baba that describes is that soul should go beyond this and move forward with the bond of love. This is why Bab Dada congratulates the Shaktis for their courage. One strength, one support is making you move forward. So the wings of both the Shaktis' courage and the Pandavas' enthusiasm for service have become strong. On the field of service, the Pandavas are also moving forward. I think I think we'll stop at this point and this is page number 48. We'll take a moment now to internally reflect on the specialities of a holy span and how does it relate to us? What can be the takeaway to imbibe this in the practical form? Om Shanti. Om Shanti. So the sharing session, I would invite everyone to share at least one thought, one input on how this relates to individual life and how does it help us for the self progress. The points brought out by Bapdada today's Murli. Today's part of the Murli is in two parts. The second part we shall take tomorrow. Om Shanti. Meanwhile, I will read out Kirja sister's sharing on the chat box. Kirja sister writes, Sabha of Rohani Holy Swans. Yeah, this is a gathering of Rohani Holy Swans. Holy Swan, intellect, elevated and pure. That's the specialty. Elevated, that is the energy level is always higher than the lower energy levels. And uh, pure, no impurity, that is no ordinary or no wasteful thoughts. Shubh Bhav and Shubh Bhavna. Yeah, Bhav is the intention and Bhavna is the feeling. Both are Shubh, means benevolent. Holy Swan Vritti, that is attitude. Baba has brought out the role of attitude also, how it gives us the power to transform the even the non-benevolent attitude into a benevolent attitude. Shrestha Kalyan ki vritti, elevated and benevolent attitude. Yeah. Holy Swan Drishti. Yeah, Drishti is what is Baba brought out. Vision. Vision of pure and elevated love. How we create a vision, the perception is also as per the vision. So our perception changes. The vision changes, perception changes. Holy Swan Mukh, mouth. No waste words, no wasteful or ordinary words emerges from mouth. Way to go to golden world. Yeah, that's the gateway to the golden world Baba brought out now. Golden chancellors is the way to be golden chancellors. That I am an instrument soul and I am a holy swan. Nothing is mine. Everything is my father's, supreme father's. Every soul is belonging to my supreme father, and I belong to the supreme father. I am his instrument. Instrument. I am his instrument. So, user sister, you may also speak one thought, one sharing, and while you are writing, yes, definitely, yeah, you can also share one brief
Just
point. Yeah,
one thought, this was
Ji.
what was there even 2 days back, Murli. Baba said, if anyone has any defect or any weakness, why we should not look at the defect or weakness? Baba said, because if you look at it, they will hide it. But instead, if you look at their specialities, they will try to say, oh, I have the speciality. And they will try to concentrate more on the specialities rather than on the defect or weakness. So that is also a thing of Holy Swan intellect, where Baba today, he says, for this you need the power to discern. So when you're able to discern, do not look at the wrong as the wrong. This one is wrong. Don't say that. Have benevolent feelings. So this was something which was continuing a Murli of 2 days back. Instead of looking at the black spot, look at the white spot. Then they'll think, oh, this is what we are. Om Shanti.
Yes, that's a beautiful art of management you brought out. How to live, the art of living, and the three lines which you brought out signify this only, that power to discern. When the power to discern is lost, the power of mind, power of time, and power of words, all three are lost. So how important is this power of discerning? Discerning to know the difference between what is a stone or what is a jewel, and focusing on jewels and ignoring the stone part. So it will become, self will also progress and others will also progress, and nature will also flourish. Thank
Om
you.
Shanti. Yeah.
Yeah, Vijay bhai, please,
Yeah.
please share.
So Baba highlighted yeah also the true benevolent feelings. That is to maintain pure wishes for transformation. First for the first for the self and for others. So the becoming, and then towards the end, Baba says we all have to become victorious, right? So victorious over the self. So when it comes to the self, the mind and the nature, and then on others, right? So when we come in relationship and our sanskars, right, when dealing with others, so that needs to be there. Also, we need victory, and then third thing, Baba said the nature matter, right? So there also we need victory. So those are the souls, right? When I become victorious over these three, that's when I become a beat of the rosary of Vijay victory, right? Om Shanti. Yeah.
Yes, yes, absolutely. These three victories over these three automatically is a key to get into the rosary of victory, which is Vajanti Val. I used to recite this Aarti, Sri Krishna Aarti, during Bhakti, that Aarati Kunj Bihari ki, Sri Girdhar Krishna Murari ki, गले में बैजंती माला बजावे मुरली मधुराला, और आगे भी था, and it was beautiful मुरली, this is a beautiful आरती where this Vajanti Mala I used to see in the neck of Lord Krishna and Vishnu also. I used to see this, observe this very closely, and used to wonder that such Vajanti Mala, why can't we also have it? I mean, it's very special Vajanti Mala. If you observe very carefully the,
Mm.
the pictures, the photographs, it creates an intoxication. And these are given only to Lord Shri Krishna and Vishnuji. Yeah,
Okay.
we can
And
only can
if
relate. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
Continue.
mean, can you throw some more lights on these this nimitta bhav? So Baba highlighted so many things about that being an instrument. So having that conscious thought within us that I am an instrument. So when I have this consciousness that I am an instrument, success is definitely guaranteed. So there, I and mind, that consciousness is also finished. Right. So Baba also said that, having that nimitta bhav, that in three
Yes,
stages, right? That's very important. Incorporeal,
yes.
voiceless, and equaless. So when we are in the field of service, so how do we really maintain that, Ken?
Yeah, yeah. The absolute, very absolutely significant aspect is the instrument, being an instrument server. So while you were asking this question, the image which came out is the Murli itself. Krishna is carrying this Murli in his hand, and the Gopis, Radha and Gopis, they are envying this Murli. That Murli is always in the hands of Lord Krishna, and whereas Radha and Gopis, they want the Lord to, they are envying this Murli because Murli is always there with the Lord Krishna. So there is a conversation in the Radha Madhav, that scripture, where Radha is speaking to, conversing with Madhav, that what great fortune this Murli has, where because you're always holding in your hand and you're touching with your lips, this Murli, that wooden Murli. So we also want to have the same fortune. So this Murli is being instrument to be becoming just like Murli, to get your consciousness level, energy level at par with the Murli. Now, in the spiritual significance, in this confluence age, what Murli we are getting, we are getting from the God, the Supreme Soul. These Murlis are embodiment of that energy levels of which can help us to be an instrument server. If we are in that energy level that Baba describes in the Murli, today's Murli, for example, describes about a holy swan. When we imbibe these qualities of holy swan, automatically we are an instrument server. Nothing is mine, nothing is I. It's always God's, because everyone belongs to God. So I also belong to God. Now God, what I do is practically, I sometimes I lose attention also. It's not that, sometimes I lose attention, but mostly I pay attention that there's that whatever my intellect, whatever my attitude, whatever is my vision, and whatever is my mouth is Baba's. Let Baba use it. Baba, please use this for the larger benevolence. Please use it for my own progress as well as progress of others, and the nature also flourishes that way in the process. So considering this is one way of considering your everything, especially the subtle and the sukshma, ati sukshma, that is the faculties, the which are intangibles, as Babas, and then automatically you are you feel from inwards that you are an instrument server. He's pulling your strings. He's let you be become like a puppet of Baba, not the worldly souls, but Baba's. Baba is made you like a puppet. It's better that way. And then he knows he has a unlimited intellect, unlimited attitude, unlimited vision, and unlimited such elevated words which he will speak through you, which he will see through you, which he will discern through you, he will experience through you. Then this is one way which I use it. Others may also share. Om Shanti.
So, one reflection on what question Vijay has asked. Um, Standing in that acknowledgement that Baba is using me rather than telling Baba that use me, because um, I really free ourselves from that as well. Because everything is benevolent, everything is happening as per drama, and Baba is using me. He knows what are the places, what are the things, what are the words, everything that comes out of I, the soul's body, because everything happens through the karmindriyas that we use. Baba is already using it in the right space. When I have this consciousness of I am just a machine that's been used by the operator, that's Almighty, is been staying in the stage of Nimit Bhav, being an instrument. As the word itself, instrument says that I am an instrument. An instrument is, so for example, if I'm playing a musical instrument, and if I get that analogy, the musical instrument is an instrument. Without I playing it, the sound will not come out. Similarly, I am an instrument. Somebody else is playing with this instrument, and whatever shows up is the way it's been played by the Almighty. Standing in the acknowledgement that He is the Karan Karavanhar is the first place to stand in the face of or accepting that I am a Nimit.
Yeah, very beautiful. You brought out, Rakivan, that this is even more subtle than this. That let let be become that, become an instrument rather than asking God to ask that use me. I am be in this experience that He is using me. Yeah, that's even more subtler part. Thank you for bringing that out. And let me just read Ami Ben's sharing on the chat box. You may as well speak, Ami Ben. One thought. Let me just read. Service means coming on the stage to play your part. Everyone's vision is on the stage. Your actions are being observed. Be a hero actor with and awareness, elevated awareness. Don't waste time. Use every moment for service. Beautiful lines you brought out. You written on the chat box. Thank you, Ami sister. You may also as well speak one thought briefly, so that at least your words will also become memorial, and others may also speak who have not spoken. We have 2 3 minutes.
Yes, Pradham Shanti. Morning.
Om Shanti, Dr. Vinod Bhai. Om Shanti.
I read Baba said in the initial words itself that you have to have an elevated vision towards others, no matter how they are. That was again that brought a little clarity and distinguish that once we are working with our close colleagues, their actions actually affect us. The final outcome affects us, but the core of that individual could still be like a pure soul, a elevated soul. Maybe misunderstanding or the wrong way of working could have led to a wrong action. I mean, I again felt the procedure has gone wrong, but the seed is still very pure and very good. And this brings in more resilience and ability to give or pardon others. Baba is making me feel that I still have chances to forgive or give a chance to the other persons to work. And maybe that also brought me one more idea that nothing is actually mine. It's being done as a part of drama.
Mm.
So I have to also let go of it by just looking at the good like a holy swan. Thank you.
Yeah, wonderful point. Wonderful. Both the points, as Raki's sister also brought out, everything is happening as a part of the unlimited drama. And drama is always beneficial, benevolent, always. it's accurate. So if we put the things in the right perspective and have a vision, holy swan vision, holy swan attitude, and most important is a holy swan intellect, then we get that power to transform what is not right, what is, I mean, wrong into right. That is the self work, not we have to focus on others, but we have to focus on our own self. That why my attitude is that way, why I'm getting influenced by the actions. I should never be influenced by the actions. I should focus on my own actions, what thoughts I am radiating, what vision I am creating. Focus is always on self. Then automatically one gets into the victory on others as well as nature. So that's the art of victory Baba brought out. Uh, Others may also add on to this aspect. Om Shanti. Let me just see if anybody would like to speak, share at least one line, one word. May please share now. Pramila Ben and Chandrakala Ben, would you like to share now? Any aspect of the Murli, or how does it relate to you? How will it
Om
help? Yeah, please.
Om Shanti Dada.
Om
Actually, as
Shanti.
Baba, in workstation, especially even in our neighborhood, among our relatives, actually, according to Baba, than our words, than our actions, our vibration speaks. Vibrations reaches very fast. Actually, in my workstation, they know me that I'm BK for many years. So that the reason always I'll be on the stage, like I'll be in the observation. They'll observe my talk, my behavior, everything they'll observe. So that the reason most of the times, if I unknowingly, if I speak any one word or one sentence, that will become uh, highlighted. That the reason I'm very careful while speaking, even doing actions, my food habits, without sharing the food. Especially, I never share the food. That I knows what and all dharana we are doing. So that the reason I'll be very careful. Always, what Baba says, that dharana I'll follow, and vibrations. And if suppose recently means some 6 months back, NAC committee visited my college and we got A grade. So by that time, my principal, she called me and she was appreciating everyone. By that time, she told me, probably your vibrations also reached that committee. That's the reason we got A grade. So that the reason always, because of I'm in the under the observation, always I'll keep my sthiti swaroop very carefully. I work on that. Why? Because everyone will be keep on observing me. That is my sharing for today. Thank you.
Yeah, beautiful sharing. You brought out a very practical aspect, uh, sisters, Chandrakala sister, that how we have to put attention on ourselves while thinking, while using the intellect, attitude, vision, and even words, because we are being observed every moment by two people, three people. One is my own soul, second is Bab Dada, and third is others. Even others are more interested in observing us because we are different. So they are looking at why we are, what is so special, and they would like, they are getting every moment they are getting impressed. They want to emulate us. So they will do what we are doing, but they will see whether we give way or we tend to. Is there any upheaval in our mind when they create some scenes? They're looking at that. You know, this is my experience as well. In office or at home, even in your own home, your spouse may be watching you. When she creates some kind of a scene, then what is my reaction? And if I am in a upheaval, then she will not lose any time to just speak that your dharana is not correct. Your Why you have spoken this word. So 100% attention is required, and charity begins at home. Means The examination is happening at home only. You don't have to go anywhere out. And home, your office, they are the examination centers where very important examination is happening and you have to qualify. So, meanwhile, let me just read Vinod Bhai's sharing that there are many to put, yes, there are many to put down a person, us, Baba children, will have to stand as a sign of hope for others. Yes, we are an example. There will be so many villains around hero, but that doesn't mean hero will also start acting as a villain. Hero is hero. Hero is hero, therefore he has got more responsibilities, more attention. He does more preparation than villain. In fact, villain also does preparation in a negative way. And Girja sister has shared, sometimes acting as instrument, we take drama as granted. Sometimes acting as instrument, we take drama as granted, already accomplished. This Girja sister, you may just elaborate on this, but to perform as an actor is absolutely needed. You would like
No,
to,
sometimes what do we say? Ah, it has happened, it will happen, and it has to happen. So it's nothing new. So why do something about it? करने वाला कर रहा है, हमको कुछ नहीं करना है. So we take drama for granted कि हो गया है. But that Baba is saying that you have to perform on stage. You are on the stage.
yeah,
You just can't be dummy and say जो करने वाला है कराएगा. No, your part you have to do. Come
I
what
got
may.
your point. I got your point. Yes, yes. Let me just add on. Yes, suppose an actor, assume a situation, actor has done a lot of preparation. For months and months together, he has done preparation for one particular scene. And he just leaves that preparation only, doesn't go to the stage, he doesn't perform, then will he get the marks? Will he be remembered? As remembered, he will be seen as a Ranchod Das. He has left the stage and done preparation, but didn't go to the stage. So stage is very important. Drama bana banaya means bana hai. Yes, whatever has done till this moment, no control over that. You cannot go in past and do the editing or correction. But from now on, we can be more attentive. We can go to the stage with a lot of preparation and create memorable dialogues, memorable scripts, memorable actions, memorable intellect, memorable vision, memorable mouth. This is what we can do from now. That is banaya. That's why Baba says bana, banaya, drama. You know, that's what we all have brought out in our sharing, whether it's Rakhi Ben or Vijay Bhai. Drama is very important. How to understand drama correctly. And so, any more sharing? And then I think it's 6 now. We'll just take a moment of pause. We'll internally reflect. Then we have day 2 also tomorrow. So let's just be in a deep silence of who am I? What's my stage? Where am I? And how long I can be? Who am I and where am I? At this stage, how long I can be in this stage without upheaval, without getting influenced? How long I can be in the stage of holy swan, having an unlimited intellect, unlimited attitude, unlimited vision, and unlimited benevolent and elevated words, blissful and blissful words for everyone, including self. How long I can be in this stage? What is that which has the power to bring me down from this stage? What is that weakness which brings me down from the elevated stage to the ordinary stage or a wasteful stage? What is that single factor Bab Dada says it's I and minus. So transform this I and minus to being an instrument. I am nothing. Whatever I am, Baba's. I am Baba's child. I am the Supreme Almighty Authority's child. And I am in His lap. I am in His lips. I am like in a Murli. I am in His constant companionship of my Supreme Authority, my Supreme Godfather. He's always using me through His lips, through His eyes, through His attitude, through His intellect, power to discern, and through His vision. I am like His Murli. Every word of mine is having the same energy level as that of a Murli, which my God, my Supreme Father loves so much. He is called Murlidhar. I am also like Murlidhar. So, taking this as a homework, today I shall focus on how to become the most beloved of Baba by imbibing, by paying attention on what is shared by him for us, holy swan, today. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So let's meet tomorrow at 5 a.m. for the part 2 of today's Abet Holy. Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba.